Okay, that just went live. Okay.
Hi. Did the countdown just end early?
Yeah, that was weird.
Apparently it was like, you guys need to go live now.
It's like, we're going to do this.
You don't have a choice. This is happening.
It was like 3, 2, 1. And I was like, ah!
Well, that's when it goes live, is after 1.
Well, but it didn't do the full, did it do the full countdown?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I don't think it did the full countdown. Hi, everybody. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Josh. How you
We're
guys
arguing
doing?
about the countdown thing because, as always, something bizarre happens as soon as we hit the live button.
Okay, I gotta ask. Did you ever watch Pokemon when you was younger?
No.
Okay, because when you came in, you said, "Hi, I'm Tiffany," and I said, "And I'm Josh." I felt like we were Team Rocket, the Jesse and James, and we're Team Rocket.
I have no clue the reference. Hi, Dad.
Anyone who's followed Pokemon will get it, but yeah, they're the bad people in the show, though.
Oh no, we're not bad.
They're not really bad. They're just really, they're just chaotic, really.
Chaotic. Oh, I can be chaotic.
They are kind of bad, but they're just the chaotic factor. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hi, Debs. Facebook user, not sure who you are, because, well, for some reason on Streamlabs, it doesn't show that when you're coming through the groups. Hi, Fall. Hi, Da Vinci. Hi, Anne-Marie. How is everyone doing tonight? Debs is joining in on the Team Rocket. Yes, they do create the story.
Ah. I never got into Pokemon. It just,
I had nieces and nephews that were really into it, and so, I watched my nieces and nephews, and so, I watched whatever they were watching, and then as they got older, some of them got into playing, the card game and the video games, and so they always wanted their uncle to play with them, so.
to say, I'm more of Thundercats generation.
Oh, I was Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man.
She-Ra. There we go. Why don't you shower with Pokemon in the house? I don't know. Why?
This is going to be interesting.
Hey, Friendly. How you doing, sweetheart? This is Josh. Josh Friendly.
Hello. Hi, Tony.
Oh, that is a Facebook user. I love her reading, channeling to my dad who's beyond the veil. I think that is Nicole. I don't know.
Hi, Breland. I'm in Ohio as well. There's a bunch of us in Ohio.
Yeah, where's everybody from? I'm in Texas. We love to hear where y'all are from. Someone said Thundercats. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have the Thundercats.
Doug's Private Reserve. Hey, tuning in before bed.
What's going on, Doug? Oh, hey. I still haven't lit the Palo Santo, so I get to play with my new toy from Dubs.
Why does it Susan is live? What do you mean, Sunday? It says Susan?
It says in Susan's group. Her group's on that list of people. It's probably saying that Susan. We're live in Susan's group.
Oh, on her page.
It's on that list of pages, so.
Oh, well. I mean, oops. That's all right. Let me see.
Hey, it says click which ones, and I just click them all.
That's all right. Let me see. Hold on.
Getting smoky up in here with some Palo Santo.
There we go. I fixed it.
Okay. Oh, and now Tiffany left. We're doing good. Tiffany will be back in just a minute.
I'm back. Thank you.
There you go, and I'll put you on the side that you like to be on.
Yeah, that was going to trip me up.
I know, she can't. That happened last week before the show, and she's like, I can't handle this.
I was like, you're on the wrong side. We've got Arizona, Kentucky, SoCal, Ohio. Facebook user is Nicole. Nicole, I think it's because you're coming in through the group. You got to come in through one of our pages. Lower Bucks, Pennsylvania. Deb says, because one of them might Pikachu.
Oh, God. That's funny.
Debs, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Josh?
Oh, I'm doing really good.
I love that joke. That was good.
That was a funny joke. So, are you going to use your new deck tonight?
I had familiarized myself with it some, so yeah, I will. I'm probably going to refer to the book a little bit on it, but absolutely. I love the new deck, and I will show it off.
And then I was hoping to have my package in from Brittany today. It kind of surprises me. It's not here yet because literally it's like 2 hours to drive there and back. It's been a couple of days. Brittany can't believe it's not here yet either.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, they said it might not be here till the 10th, and I'm like, okay, that's just the post office being lazy. And they said it's because holiday shipping has already started. I'm like, it's October, people!
Holiday shipping for October stuff. Hey!
I mean, I didn't realize there wasn't that much stuff being shipped around for Halloween.
Let's see here.
Got the ship.
Making sure we're live in all the places.
Okay.
There we are. Yeah, we are. Okay.
I got to ship around those massive bags of candy.
For Halloween. Bags of candy.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. Like the Christmas stuff rolling out already. It's just nuts. Like I was at the little store here in town and the lady was clearing out the seasonal aisle. And I know the reason she was cleaning it all out was because she's getting ready to stock Christmas stuff. Like they're getting ready to put their Christmas.
It's up here too. Yeah, Texas. That's where Sunday is. Yep. Oh, we've got Dubs asked, do I register as Arizona?
Dubs, you register as whatever you want. You're kind of everywhere, man.
Diane, Ontario, Canada. Sonia, California. Hi, Sue. She said it's her first gathering.
Welcome.
Hi, Tara. Hey, you want to give the spiel?
The spiel? What spiel?
Like, we're doing readings, we're doing runes, we're doing pendulum questions, all that.
Okay. Yeah, so we're doing live readings tonight. We're going to do paid readings. We're going to be doing runes and mini card readings for $10. Tiffany will be offering pendulum readings. Are you doing those? How are you doing those tonight?
I'll just do yes or no legal, no.
Okay. Are you offering those free tonight or what?
Yeah, I'll just do, if someone really has a question, but only one question, y'all, like not 50 million, please.
Yes. And then we are going to be offering full readings for $20 for our full reading.
And that'll be two people, both of us.
Yes. And so you get full readings from both of us. And then also our contact information's down at the bottom. And here, let me do this. Give me a second. It'd be easier for me to just come over here and do this. Hide that banner for a second. There we go. And right here into the chat, I am posting up the information. There is Tiffany's PayPal. And if you do not have PayPal, my Cash App is up there. You can go ahead and get us payments through either of those. And so that is a way that you can book a reading in with us this evening on the live. If you want to book private meetings in with us, private readings, there's information where you can reach both of us on Facebook. Both of our business pages are up there, and you can reach out to us through there too. And we can book private readings if you don't necessarily want something live. Is that a good enough spiel? Do I need to do more?
That was perfect. You get an A++ and a gold star.
Sweet, I got a gold star.
Trish, good question. This is card readings and more psychic mediumship. I do those privately.
I don't do mediumship on camera or on live.
I've done them before. It's just really draining, and it's a lot of personal stuff. So it's more something that needs to be one-on-one versus like in a live like this.
Yeah, I don't come prepared necessarily to do those. I had someone wanting one the other night when I done my solo show, and they was wanting me to do one. And I told them, I said, I'm not in a place where I'm prepared to do those. I'm not set up to do those. I don't have.
But you gotta be in a mental space for it too.
Right. It's a preparation thing. Like I even take time to prep and prepare for this tonight, and I have certain things I do to prepare.
Me too. Absolutely.
And if I'm going to be doing something totally different, I'm going to I've got to prepare totally different.
Oh no, someone Facebook user. No, you do not suck at everything. Whoever said that.
You want to know.
Be careful because words have power, and
absolutely.
That's why it's called spelling. It's because it's like a spell. So when you say something out loud like that, then you are basically manifesting that for yourself.
Yeah, you're literally casting a spell on yourself, and your body doesn't. Yeah, your body can't determine whether or not you're joking or you're being serious. So it takes it as because your body listens to what you tell it.
Do not inbox that person. I'm blocking them. Do not inbox anybody that comes on here trying to tell you to inbox them, y'all. Those are scammers. It's a predatorial thing, and we block them as soon as we see them. Yeah, got rid of them. That Queen Beauty. I saw them, Trish. They're gone.
Yeah, I try to get rid of them as soon as I see them, too.
Thank you, Brenly. That one was quick, too. And you know what they've been doing? I've been catching them. They are creating fake Modern Mystic with my picture and everything accounts, and then they're going to the lives and then messaging people in the comments in our lives days after the live.
I wonder
and then people are messaging me, is this you? And I'm like, look at the spelling. If it's spelled incorrect, and I don't message people, y'all. You will never get a message from Josh and I. Hey, inbox me for your full reading. No.
If you get a message from me, it's probably going to start off with hey or hi, how you doing? What's up? What's going on?
Oh, okay. We've got Nicole again. Oh, Nicole. Okay, there we go. She's the Facebook user.
Okay,
Nicole,
hold on.
Josh just put the PayPal in the comments.
I'm putting it back in there for him.
I will read a couple from the new deck. Look, Josh gifted me a new deck, Sacred Rebels. It's the one that he uses, the Atlanta Fairchild. I have been looking at this deck for a long time and just hadn't sprung to get it for myself. So I've been studying it and familiarizing myself with it, and I'm going to be pulling some from this deck as well. It is gorgeous. This deck is so freaking beautiful, Josh.
I knew you would like it.
I started crying when I was reading it. I was like...
and the thing is, like, the cards, like, I told you, like, when you got the cards in person and you was looking at them, you know, as much as I can hold these up and show them on the camera, it does not capture the true beauty of these cards.
No, the cards are way beautiful in real life. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Facebook user, Brianna. Oh, that's Brianna, my dad's favorite student. Okay, that's from when Dad taught middle school. I know which Brianna that is. How are you doing, lovely?
Night, Dubs. Have a good one, buddy. I'll talk to you. I'll get together with you tomorrow. Hit me up. Let me know what's going on tomorrow night.
Okay, here we go. You want to add? Okay, we've got, I think, Nicole, and then I'll start a list.
I'm going to start a list too. So you tell me who we got, and I'll put on the list as well.
There's a spider. It's a big spider.
It's probably more scared of you than you are of it.
As long as it doesn't climb my leg, we're cool, man.
Okay, so we know if Tiffany starts screaming and kicks stuff over, the spider got too close.
I'll knock over the background. You're gonna see the chair fly. I'm gonna be like, ah!
You're just gonna see the stand holding the camera just slowly tilt back and just.
All you see is the ceiling fan going. Yep. Me and rats too.
And then you hear fire.
Oh God! Oh God! No! Shush! My candles did go out. We're safe. Okay.
Oh no! I figured the fire was you trying to kill the spider with fire.
Oh no! That'd be a shoe. I grab a chancla. I grew up close enough to the border. I would grab the nearest shoe to smack it to death. And then I would pray to the gods of the spiders not to be mad at me.
Okay, so who did we have after Nicole? We had Nicole.
I'm looking. I think Nicole's it for now.
Okay.
Let me look.
All right. So that's your favorite deck. Oh, you like the Alana Fairchild deck. Yeah, this deck is amazing. I love this deck.
It's gorgeous. Okay, Nicole, got you. Don't have anybody else. Yeah. Oh wait, Pink. Who's Pink Light LLC? Who is that? Pink Light.
Kink or Pink?
Not Kink, Josh. Pink.
Oh, well, I don't know, and it was hard to hear.
Pink Light. No. Oh, it's Sue. Got you, Sue. I will do, for Sue. I know, right? You're making people laugh. Josh,
hey, I don't judge, okay?
Josh is always like, Tiffany, do you know that has an alternative meaning to what you just said? And I'm like, what? And he's like, Tiffany, don't say that on live. And I'm like, why? Like, this happened earlier. I'm not going to say what I said, but it's something in the South that is not like a negative connotation, but apparently it had sexual innuendo. And then when he told me what it meant, I was like, ah, I've never seen that.
She just casually said it to me, and I'm just like, what? I'm like,
he's like, you don't know what that means, do you? And I was like, what does it mean? No.
See, what we need to do is we need to record the pre-show, and then we put that as Patreon material for like the extra like behind the scenes stuff where people get to see you saying those crazy weird things, and they get to see my reaction to them.
And Josh goes.
I'm like, what?
He like looks over his glasses with his eyebrows up to his bandana, and I was like, what did I say?
I'm glad it wasn't
Nicole, like, man. Josh is like,
I'm seriously glad I wasn't taking a drink of something when you said that, or I would be cleaning off my monitor. Because like when you said that, I was just like, what?
Yeah. It was not meant in a negative way. Hi, Nicole.
It wasn't, but it was so funny.
I say something so innocently, too, that apparently can be nasty. And I was like, what? Sunday's probably dying laughing because Sunday knows me and she's probably like, oh, God, Tiffany.
See, here's the thing. I absolutely love my conversations with Tiffany because of that kind of level of innocence that she has, because like, my circle of friends, when we say those kind of things, we know the connotations behind them. And so having someone that's in my circle now that doesn't necessarily know those things, and like you see that innocence, it's kind of like it's refreshing in a way.
Aww.
It really is. It's enjoyable. Because like some of my other friends, they say that stuff and you're just like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well,
there's no telling what I say, y'all. No telling, where people are probably like, and I just keep on going. Tell Tiff there was this one time at Skate World. Oh God. Brianna was a skater kid with me. We grew up skating together. So she knew me when I was like, I don't know, 13 up to like 17, something like that. We grew up together. Brianna, tell him that I was one of the fastest girls.
Nicole, if you come in through maybe my Facebook page, it might show your name in the readings when you show up. Or if you go in through Tiffany's Modern Mystic page.
Okay, I've got some stuff for Nicole.
Basically, if you're showing up as a Facebook user to us, if you go in through either of those two groups that they didn't show up. Any of the two groups that you see right there on the ticker at the bottom?
It's a glitch.
I know. I wish they would fix it.
I reported it multiple times.
Yeah, because it's just difficult to keep track of which one's Nicole and which one's who.
I know which one's Brianna.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, Nicole. If you go through either of those, it should bring up your name instead of just saying Facebook user. Okay, we got Fernando.
We've got Fernando now. Okay, we've got Fernando. Yeah, same thing. We're not seeing who.
She said your dad called her Fernando.
Oh, okay, yeah. Probably. My dad loved that group of students too.
It doesn't say Nicole. Okay. It's
That's
still
weird.
saying just Facebook user. It's just got to be a glitch with StreamYard.
Sorry, love. We know who you are. Okay, I'm gonna look at the book for this one right here. I've already got a spread of some tarot.
I've been reading it and I haven't even started pulling any cards whatsoever.
Because I have. 1 second, Nicole.
Oops. Oh, that card's coming out.
There we go. Okay. All right, Nicole. Your first card was 9 of Swords, okay? With 9 of Swords, what this one always represents to me is that you're wrestling with a lot of inner shadow work right now, okay? And this card is one of those cards that tells you that you're not alone in dealing with that shadow work, that you are supported, that this is part of your path, because as you deal with those shadows, as you deal with healing aspects that are coming up to be healed, it is going to release them and allow them to heal so that way you can continue on your path with the Page of Swords. You can continue with your path of growth. Because right now you are studying, you're gaining wisdom, you're gaining knowledge. This card is telling you that with that wisdom, that knowledge, that is the power to set you free. You got the Queen of Wands, which is always that reminder to go internal. The Queen of Wands reminds you that the answers that you seek are within. And it's also kind of that nod from Spirit telling you, like, we're listening to you. We're paying attention. You're not alone. You're not lost. You got the Two of Swords. This one is a reminder that you alone have the power to set yourself free. You have all the tools that it takes to remove that blindfold. That blindfold is an illusion. That blindfold is not allowing you to see your reality, your perspective in a truly clear way. And that's where the Justice card is talking about balance. And so through balance, I would read this with these other cards, through balance, through wisdom, through doing deep healing, it is going to allow you to reach the Sun card. And the Sun card is going to be that freedom. It's going to be that refreshing light from the beautiful sun that just is going to glow, not just from the outside, but from the inside as well. The Knight of Wands tells me that you need to quit living your life for other people's expectations. You need to dance to the beat of your own drum. You need to walk your own path, because by walking your own path, you are in alignment with your heart's desires. You are in alignment to manifest more love, more heart-centeredness into your life, along with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, which are all about planting the seeds for prosperity, planting the seeds for a brighter future, and laying down that strong foundation. Because ultimately, you are on the path to the Ten of Cups, which is a big happy family card. The Ten of Cups is family, joy, connections. It's prosperity. I'm going to read the affirmation for the Ten of Cups real quick. Affirmation: I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love to my relationships. That's community, love, harmony and family, divine connections, heart opening, and wholeness. So you're moving from the healing aspects through wisdom, through your inner work, into financial stability, abundance that is going to bring you love, light, and family along the way. So you've got the bright aspects that you're stepping into in this part of the life that you're in. What'd you get, Josh?
I've got a bunch of cards. I started off with Legacy of Light. I'm going to run through the cards like I normally do, and then I'll go into the reading. Visions of Life Beyond Death. Inner Trust.
That inner trust.
What you want wants you. Listening for your truth, or listening for truth.
Synchronistic right there. Going inward. Her truth.
Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. And faith in the process.
Because by healing the shadows, she's allowing more light. By letting go.
We start off with the Legacy of Light, which we know that you've been working on a Legacy of Light. You have a Legacy of Light that you're working on establishing. It's something that you've been going through, and so you're working on that. That's what's going on. But we also know that there's visions of life beyond death. And this is something that's really critical because you've experienced some loss and some death in your life recently. And it's really critical that you and those around you realize that there is life beyond that death. Not everything just did not come to a halt at that point in time, and that it's time to start stepping and moving forward. You have to rely on your inner trust as you're stepping forward in this process, and you're stepping into yourself, into your truth, as you're carrying that legacy of light beyond the life that is existing after this loss has happened. And so you've got to have that inner trust and know those gut feelings, those gut instincts, those things you know without knowing how you know them. Trust those. Those are important. Those are the things that will lead you to discovering that what you want wants you. So the things that you're seeking in your life are seeking you. The things that you want that you're asking from the universe wants to give those. And so you need to be able to trust in your gut so that you know that those things are coming to you, and you are also in the process of listening for the truth. And Tiffany was very specific about your truth, and that is the important thing, because I've ran into that where people are like, well, I want you to know the truth. And I'm like, no, you're wanting me to know what you perceive as your truth.
It's all yes.
And not what is my truth. And it's really an important thing that you find that truth and stand in that. And that's part of what this next card is really about, which is relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. It's telling you just let go of all those negativities, all those things that, all those judgments, everything that everyone is trying to put at you, and just be at peace. Let go of that stuff. just stand, be at peace, and know that you're standing in your own power. And the thing is, it's all about having that faith in the process, because it is a process. Things don't happen just instantly. We go through steps. We go through a process. We go through a step of learning and manifestation. And you've got to understand it takes time for those things to come to be. And so you have to have faith in that process, that it is happening, that it is there, and just allow it to come into being.
I had to pull one card from the Sacred Rebels, and mine went right along with yours, and it's the follow your own rhythm. And the book says that you are that dance to your own beat. The oracle brings you the message that you cannot miss what you're destined for, nor will you gain anything by pushing yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort, surrender, discipline, and letting go. When it's time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel the natural slowing and drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle and nourishing. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others and connect, dance, converse. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythm. All that you will miss out on by trusting in this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. And there's a healing process. Basically, it's a mantra. And it says, I now release any unhealthy attachment to the structures, routines, and belief systems of others that are preventing me from accessing and honoring my inner sacred rhythms. May I be assisted through unconditional love to know the truth of my own timing. I love myself enough to give myself rest when needed and to trust in my own timing to not feel forced or rushed. And this goes along with healing. This goes along with your life path. You need to go at your own pace and trust that rhythm of your life. Just like Josh was talking about, through those shadows, you are stepping into that legacy of light. You just need to trust yourself. And I can send you that affirmation in a messenger if you want me to.
One thing that comes along, and because I do intuitive readings with Alana's deck, this deck,
Cool.
I don't stick with the book. I do an intuitive reading with them.
Oh yeah.
And that's how I work with a lot of my cards. Sometimes I'll reference back to the books. But one thing that I do want to say is with the Alana Fairchild, the Sacred Rebels deck.
God, Josh.
It's got the healing affirmations and stuff in the back of it.
Yes.
Or at the end of each card.
End of each one.
Yeah, the healing process is what she calls them. And those are really, really strong, little powerful things.
Woo.
Like, I don't go into those things on a live reading because they get intense.
Oh, it's intense.
But if you do private readings for me, that's part of the private reading is I will send you that information if you want it and you request it. I'll send that over to you.
Absolutely. And you know me, I usually don't refer too much to the book either. It's a brand new deck, and those healing mantras at the end, some of them even have guided meditations.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. Powerful. Alana puts together, like, her decks are really, really strong, powerful decks.
Well, this one, guidance for living a unique and authentic life.
Mm-hmm.
And it nails it.
Here, I will show you guys because I've got several of Alana's
you knew
decks.
This was the one that I needed. I mean, I'm floored. It's gorgeous.
Of course, I've got the Sacred Rebels deck as well.
Of course.
But I've also got the Divine Circus deck, which is guidance for a life of sacred subversion and creative confidence.
I must get that one next.
Oh, this is a really, really nice deck. I mean, the art on this deck is gorgeous.
In the stock that Bluebird Publishing they use, it's the same stock, and it's matte like the Work Your Light cards, and they're sturdy cards. They're not like some flimsy, sticky cards.
I got the Rumi deck, which this is a beautiful, beautiful deck. And these decks that I'm showing now are decks that I'll use in private readings if someone wants. I just connect easier with the Sacred Rebels to read it, and the couple of the other decks I connect better with those for live readings, and these I'll work with in private readings. But I've also got the Earth Warrior Oracle deck.
Oh, gorgeous.
This was my first Oracle deck that I ever purchased.
It's beautiful.
And it's just stunning. And then I have this deck, and this is the only Alana Fairchild deck that I have picked up that I cannot connect with. I cannot work with this deck. I enjoy it.
Difficult.
I enjoy the art and stuff on the deck. I enjoy some of the knowledge of the deck. But this one, I just can't connect with for some reason. Earth Warriors is amazing. What was your other deck that was your first one?
I love Brinley. Brinley's got some beautiful decks. She's a great card reader.
So yeah, those are some of the other decks that I work with as well.
I'm pulling for Sue.
Those are the Alana. You're pulling for who? Sue?
We got Sue next.
Okay.
Trying to understand some of the cards. Sue says she loves Rumi. I love
You
Rumi
love Rumi?
Mm-hmm.
Sue, I usually don't do live readings with the Rumi deck because the Rumi deck gets really in depth, because the Rumi deck's really not one to read intuitively. You really need to dive into that deck because the poems and everything that goes along with each card is so powerful and packs so much meaning. That's why that Rumi deck, I tend not to use it on live readings. I tell you what, Sue, I'll give you the reading here, and since you paid for a reading, if you want, I'll give you another one with the Rumi deck in a private if you want.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she may need it. She needs a little bit of guidance.
Because like I said, with the Rumi deck, like when I do my private readings, I get really, really deep with my private readings. My private readings are not short. They are no way near.
Hey, Sue, what's a favorite number of yours? If you could tell me a favorite number in the comments. I'm going to shuffle for my last card. I'm doing a clarification card. Okay. I understand what's going on with you now.
And if it's like love related, that Rumi deck is amazing for stuff like that.
Her girlfriend is on a spiritual walkabout.
Rumi's good for that too.
Yep. She is a light worker, earth angel, starseed.
Hi, Suzanne.
Yep. I see you, Sue. She is the hero font. Let me do, she got 33, which is a master number. 2 of 3s. Put those together, numerology. Oh, dang. We got 6. Okay. Five. Yeah. There we go. She's been going through a death and rebirth in her life. A lot of letting go of the old. So that way she is making room for the new. Kind of like what Nicole's going through. With Sue, a lot of mirror work. There's been a lot of releasing burdens, releasing ancestral and karmic stuff that is not yours to carry. Which card? Oh, which one's that one, Josh?
Releasing allegiances.
That's it. She's having to cut out toxicity in her life and the people that bring the toxicity into her life. And it's been very, very difficult for her because she's such a nurturer by nature, but she got the moon card. And so you're being reminded that even in the darkest of night, even when you feel alone, when you feel like you got some confusion going on in your life, when it comes to the people that you love, and I'm getting familial here. So I'm getting maybe parents and siblings. You are being reminded that you have the key. You have the 5 of Pentacles. You have the key to unlock those doors. And you have options, sister. You have so many options that it's time for you to take a step back. It's time for you to take a step back, to allow yourself to open up, to realize that you have options and that you have the key to those options and those answers. And it is time to allow yourself to completely finish the death and rebirth cycle. Because through this, with the Ace of Swords, you've had more enlightenment. You've had conscious expanding moments. And some of the people that immediately surround you do not understand this. There's some judgment there. And it's one of those things that with the higher perspective, you learn that it's not really their fault. They just don't understand. And because of fear, because of what they don't understand, they immediately put up boundaries and they immediately judge something as good or bad. And you are starting to understand that. And you're understanding that you cannot save everybody either. You are supposed to shine your light and continue on your path. Those that are meant to be with you are going to find you. Your tribe will find you because ultimately you've got the wish card. You, my dear, are a manifester. Pay attention to those thoughts, okay? If you start getting caught in negative rumination, negative thought spirals, do affirmations, work more with your spirituality, step into the power of the Queen of Swords. That is the Queen of Action. That is communication, speaking your truth. Because ultimately with the 7 of Wands, you are stepping into a moment of protected peace. Because the 6 of Wands is about you being able to throw your arms up in that light and say, this is who I am. And I am not afraid to be who I am. No more fear. You're so strong and beautiful. It's time to shine that light. What'd you get, Josh? I think you got similar.
Kinda, somewhat.
You got that last one that you showed, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, there's some similarities along this, for sure. But what I've got, I start off with collaborative dreaming.
Ooh.
We have what you want once you.
That manifestation.
We have that releasing allegiances.
Yep.
Pandora's gift. Come to life. Legacy of light. And relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So, we've got collaborative dreaming, and starting off with the collaborative dreaming. Collaborative dreaming can mean that you're working in tandem with someone else to bring something to pass, a dream or an idea. Or this often more so represents a collaborative dream with your higher self, your higher consciousness, that is reaching out to you to work with you to bring about a dream to pass. It's something that you're working on manifesting. And I think that's more so the case because the next card is what you want once you. And so, in conjunction with the collaborative dreaming, what this is telling you is that what you are desiring is seeking you out. And the big thing in this, in that manifestation process, and getting the things that the universe is trying to send to you, is you've got to clear out those blockages and the things that are in your way that are keeping you from receiving these blessings. Negativities, the people that are just pulling you down, ideas and beliefs that are pulling you down. And so going into releasing allegiances, I really think that that is where this really comes in, because in order for those things to come to you, you're going to need to release some things that are being blockages on keeping you from being able to receive the things it is that you would like to get, the things that you are working on receiving, the things that you are trying to come into your life. If you have these allegiances or these belief systems that are blocking you from allowing these things to come into being, you've got to remove those. And when you release those, the next card you've got is Pandora's Gift. And Pandora, so many people take Pandora wrong. Pandora is a very strong, very powerful, very healing, very gifted, divine, feminine entity.
Absolutely.
She represents the gifts of, like, the divine gifts are the gifts that are Pandora's gifts. She is very strong on the feminine aspect and on the creative and the divine connection. And as you release all of those, these gifts are going to start to flow to you. And as you start to get those gifts, you're really going to start to come to life. This is where you're going to start to shine. You're no longer going to be in those dull shadows. The true colors of who you are going to start to pop. And the people around you are going to stand up and notice. And as you do that, you're going to be starting to establish and leave a legacy of light. And so as you're dropping this legacy of light, and Tiffany just pulled up the Heaven Sent card.
Yep.
The legacy of light is something that will start to really, truly be established once you fully start to come to life. Once you start to step into being who you are, that's where you're going to really start to establish that legacy. And the biggest thing to remember in all of this is relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Just don't allow that darkness, that negativity, that fear, those doubts, any of that. Don't allow that to kind of creep in and sink its claws into you. Just know that you're on the right path. Continue the path that you're walking. Continue to do the things that you need to release those allegiances, to open up those pathways for the things that the universe is wanting to bring to you so that you can receive these. Know that you have gifts that are coming to you, and that as you get these, you're going to stand in more of the true being of who you are than you ever have before. And don't be afraid of doing that. People are going to say things. People are going to judge. People are going to have their opinions. But the biggest thing that you need to do is stand and live in that true, authentic version of yourself. And forget what other people think.
And it's true. And letting go of those self-doubts, with the Heaven Sent card, I was just looking at the book to double check it. And the affirmation for this one, the healing process, is through unconditional love. I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. And that's that accepting all of who you are, accepting your empath abilities, allowing them to grow even more. Trust that clear cognizance, that knowing that when someone has when someone has a need for the words that you need to deliver to them, trust yourself that you are delivering the words they need to hear most. You may not understand what it means. You may not understand why they need to hear it, but you have a gift, and you have a gift to help lift people up. And trust your feel, trust your intuition, trust your abilities to help others, and it's going to help you even more along the way. Hope that helps. Josh, you got anything else?
No, but Suzanne did pay for a mini reading.
Sweet.
So we have Suzanne coming up if you don't have anyone else on your list.
Oh, Sue, much gratitude to you. Hey, and it's got to be Paul calling me Sparky. Hi,
You are so welcome, Sue. I'm glad you're inspired. That's what this is about.
That's what this is about. And Sue, I have a feeling she's got some oracle cards. Maybe do a 1 card pull for yourself every day. That will help.
It's a good thing to do just as a meditation focus.
Absolutely. Okay, we've got Suzanne.
Suzanne, you here with us? I was going to say, I saw her just a little bit ago in the chat. Because I said hello.
She said, greetings all. I see her.
There she is. All right, Suzanne. Suzanne, do you want me to read from the deck that I've been reading from, the Sacred Rebels? Or from the Halloween Oracle deck?
Oh my gosh, that deck is so cute.
I love the back of it. But it's just got a lot of Halloween themed.
I like that. The
Reader's
Spanish
choice
theme to it. She says reader's choice. I'm going to let you go first.
I haven't even started to shuffle cards.
Yeah, but you're already connected to Suzanne.
But I'm still trying to figure out what deck I'm going to even use.
Well, fine. I will start. Suzanne, I'm going to do tarot for you, and then I'm going to pull from my mixed deck with just a 1 card after Josh is done.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. Okay. When I get the money, there's 2 tarot decks. I've got to order 2 of these decks. I've got to order one for myself and one for Tiffany.
What tarot deck? No, don't tell me.
I've already told you about these tarot decks.
Oh, okay.
It's the Aliman tarot decks, the ones that's like 100 and some cards, and they're all random and like
my mixed deck.
Yeah. And I mean, but they're so expensive. The decks are so expensive to get, like the decks, and they've got like a couple of booster packs. It was a thing that started on Kickstarter. I think it's like $150 to get everything. But they're so nice. They're so neat. And I've seen people do readings from them. And the book that comes with it is a really, like, the book itself is worth just buying just for the book. Because they have all kinds of like little information and snippets and everything else in there about different things. But like one of the cards is called the Whole card, which isn't a standard tarot card at all. But it's literally a card that has a hole punched through the middle of it.
I gotta light a few candles. My candles went out. Hold it.
My candles are getting low.
I'm doing these 3.
See, your candles look a lot chunkier than mine.
I need to send you what these are. These I got on the Prime business account. They're the...
See, mine are like super thin, tiny.
I gotta send you some of these.
Yeah, those look chunkier than what I've got.
These will fit the little chime candle holders.
Yeah, because I'm always lighting the bottom of the candle, melting wax in there.
That's what I do anyway. I have a plate that I have.
Well, Brittany told me, she's like, just put clay in the bottom of it and you can mold the clay so it will hold the candle. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I not think of that?
And you have clay right there. Mine is all mixed up.
I do. Even though I have not opened that at all. Okay, so I've got a really good friend named Suzanne who spells her name that way too, and I have not seen very many women spell their name that way.
S-U-Z?
Yeah,
I've seen it that way as a teacher, but not as common.
yeah. I see Susan, but not Suzanne.
No,
Not spelled that
with a
way.
Z.
Yeah.
There we go. I feel better now. Ooh. Oh no, my blue candle just went out. Come on, man. That flew out.
I'm looking at something on one of these cards. I've got a card I'm pulling from the Halloween deck, and I've not pulled this card yet, and so I'm kind of.
Chloe, come back down. Why are you just stand there staring at me? It's kind of weird. Come back down. Whoa, like a whole chunk fell out. Oh. Let's see here. Dang,
Okay.
girl. She got some stuff going on in her life. Okay.
Yeah. I pulled four cards for you on this pool. First card I got for you, Suzanne, is Joy. The second card is the Skull of Light. Third card is the Witch.
Makes sense.
And the last card is the Zombie. So, the thing about joy, and we've got joy here, and it's rejoicing in the present. It's really important to make sure that you stay in the here and the now and in the present and experience the joy that is going on in your life. Look at the small things. Look for the little things that bring you joy, that bring you pleasure. And don't necessarily be looking to the future or to the past for the things that you find your joy in, because then you often miss the joy of the here and the now and what's going on. The next card you've got is the Skull of Light, which is standing for illumination. And so it's calling for you to stand in the light and to stand in your powers and to step forward, not to be so worried about the shadows, because you're meant to step out into the light. It's time to step out of the shadows. It's time to step out into the light. The Witch is a really, really powerful card to have in this reading. The Witch, it brings so many things. It brings that mystical, magical aspect of bringing all the elements into conjunction with one to work in unison, to work in a balance. And this is the earthly weaver of the worlds, because the Witch works with the elements of the earth. They work with the earth magic, and they actually do weave the worlds. The magic is the thread of what connects us all together, and stepping into that power, stepping into that magic, step into that connection with those things. But the next card is the one that is got me, is because this is the Zombie card, and it's about control. And this card usually deals with you have something that's controlling you. Either an aspect of your life is controlling you, someone is controlling you, and you've got to come to terms with how much control you really want to allow that aspect of your life to have. If it's something that is in your life or someone that is in your life, you got to find that balance on whether or not having them in that amount of control that they want to grab for or it wants to have, versus whether or not it is actually beneficial in supporting you. You ultimately are the one that's in control, and you need to make sure of how much of that control you are giving away to other people or giving away to other things.
I'm right there with you. I almost have a before and like an after. I have like two storylines going for Suzanne. So it's like...
So do I.
You do too, don't you?
Well, no, she said she loved the Halloween deck, and I said, so do I.
Oh, a lot like what you were talking about. She has the Ten of Wands, which is all about the burdens that she's carrying. This is kind of something that we're all dealing with right now. Especially those of us that are empathic. We're learning to discern what is ours and what is other people's shit. And we're learning to release crap that's not ours. So you got a lot of that, and there's a lot of weight, a lot of responsibility that you carry. And responsibility that's not necessarily yours. You are carrying a lot of extra burdens for other people, and you got the Three of Swords. It's causing you so much strife, so much heartache. It's like this wound, this pain that is not healing. And it's over and over and over again. And it's time for you to stand up and to heal yourself from that cycle, because you've got the Devil card. And the Devil card is all about vices. Time to take that hard look at yourself, that hard look at yourself in the mirror, and realize with a new perspective, the Hanged Man, that you, as an empath with the Moon card, need to deal with your shadow aspects. And right now, you have just been carrying that weight, and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And it's like, it's too much. It's too much. And you're being reminded to channel your inner strength. You are a strong, independent, fierce fighter of a woman. You are the kind of woman that people are lucky to have you on their side. But in order to be who you are, you've got to let go of those burdens that aren't yours, and you've got to cut those vices out. Those vices are addictions, and I'm getting codependency. And until that is released, you're going to continue to deal with that heartache, because you are dealing with other people's shit that isn't yours, and you've got to let it go, because the Page of Wands is all about freedom. It's all about creativity. You're almost, it's like you're being held back by all of these things and in this stack. And it's time for you to set yourself free, because you, my dear, are supposed to light your own way. You know the directions that you're supposed to go, but you've got the vices, and the vices are freaking heavy, and they're chaining you up. And on this path, temperance comes up, and temperance is that reminder to give yourself patience, to give yourself the grace that you give so many other people. Because right now, it's like you're not stepping into your path. The Two of Wands is that reminder to walk your truth, to speak your truth. And Three of Wands is about riding the wave of your alignment. And once you step more into your alignment, once you let go of these vices and get that perspective, you are going to have boundless creativity. Everything is going to start working out a lot more smoothly in your life instead of going against the grain. And you got the World card. And that World card is that freedom of your path. This card's affirmation for the world is, I accept this gift of completion and I ascend to new levels of awareness and wholeness, because ultimately you are love. And you're supposed to be reminded that, yes, you are love and you are so loving. In codependency, which I really feel is part of this, I always say codependent no more. That book is a lifesaver. I swear that book saved my life. And Josh, do you have anything else? That one was kind of heavy.
No, I really didn't have anything else. I think you were really into it. Melissa said, Tiffany, did you get my PayPal for full birthday reading? Woo.
Oh my God, a lot of that is her past. So that means that she's done the healing of those vices. So that means that right now you should be stepping into Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is all about inspiration, creativity, manifestation. That is about walking your own path. But just be wary, because those vices can try to creep up on you. Don't let them in, set boundaries, because you are on a healing path and ultimately you are strength. You are strength. And you need to be reminded of that, because you, my dear, are a free spirit. And that's part of what you're here to do, is to enjoy life. Like Josh said, have that joy, find that joy, follow that joy.
That joy card's very specific about being now in the present, now, and experiencing that joy in the present. Not a really good book on that is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He really talks about how to stop living in the future, to stop living in the past, and to just be in the moment, be in the now, be in the present, be in the here, be in the aware.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you really start to see the beauty of life happen.
Following her bliss, allowing her creativity to grow. She's got that strength in world card. Yes, you do, sister. Yes. Be in the now. Fellow yogi here, right there with you. Namaste.
Yeah, it is really, really big and critical about the being in the now. Being in the here, being in the present, being aware of what is going on in this moment.
We've got Melissa for a birthday reading. Happy birthday. Before we do that reading, Josh, while you're shuffling, I have got to run to the restroom.
Okay, I was actually getting ready to set up. Well, I pulled them. They're not all out yet, but my candles are about out. I pulled them.
Okay, Melissa, hold on. I will be really quick, okay? I'm sitting here and I'm like uncomfortable.
Let Tiffany go do what she needs to, and I will. Melissa, what deck would you like me to read from for you? Would you like the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck? Would you like the Halloween deck, which I just done a reading from for Suzanne on? Love this deck, so cute. I do have my Shamanic Oracle deck over here too. It's hiding out over in the corner, just chilling. And this is more shamanic symbolism. These cards are really hard to show on camera because of the glare. You are so welcome for the read. You are so welcome. The Sacred Rebel. Okay, I'll start working with the Sacred Rebel. And it's your birthday today, so happy birthday. It's actually today your birthday, or are you like, your birthday's coming up soon? Sacred Rebel. I love this deck. This is honestly, out of my decks, this one and the Divine Circus are two of the ones that I connect to. I mean, I really connect to the other two that I showed too, but the author of the shamanic one is Michelle Montuzas. There it is. It's a really great deck. I really love it. And the inside of the box is nice. I mean, it's got the ribbons on it, and it's got, it's got a little thing about the author inside, and then it's got the little pull ribbon on the side. It's just a magnetic seal box. It's a nice little deck. I like it. I like the box. Oh my god. I would be so broke spending a day at a crystal shop.
I love it.
Are you doing a full read or a mini? I didn't ask Tiffany before.
A full
she one. A full one? Okay.
It's her birthday spread. Let me see. I think I'm gonna start off with my next deck, and then I'll do tarot.
Yeah, she asked for the Sacred Rebels deck from myself as well.
Nice. I'm gonna pull these.
Oh. That card was coming out one way or another, so.
Was it being? You had a flyer?
Oh yeah, I mean it just jumped out right onto the desk.
Oh yeah, that's an important one. Happy new solar journey. I love it. Yes.
Yes.
A new year, a new trip around the sun. That's what birthdays are. I just noticed the music again. I quit noticing it earlier since I sat back down. It's all do do do. It's good though. I mean, it fills the silence.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. Like the other night when I was sitting here and like it was kind of quiet at times because it was just me and there was kind of a lull between readings and some questions and stuff. I was just sitting here and I'm just like, I was just like enjoying the music and I'm just like, okay, I'm like vibing to the music now.
Nice.
Do you sometimes feel like you have to shuffle the deck forever before you get the cards you're after?
Oh yeah, it depends. If the deck is, the deck like talks to me. You know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it takes a little bit because it's like, I will go first. The first card that popped out is the Sovereignty card. And this is from this beautiful Awakening deck. I love this deck. It was an independent deck when I first got it. It's called the Awakening Soul. When it comes to sovereignty, what this card is telling me is it's time for you, my dear, to stand in your power because you got the releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So you've been doing some of the deep work. You've been transmuting a lot of energy. You have been healing a lot for your family, for your ancestral line. But at this time, you're being reminded for protection. It's time for you to call back your power. Stand in your sovereignty. Stand in your authenticity. Cut those cords and do soul retrieval. And in shamanic terms, soul retrieval, which Josh knows this, I've been doing a lot of it, is retrieving parts of yourself that you have given away to people, places, and things, or to times. And to call back those parts of yourself, to do a declaration of sovereignty, to call back those fragments of yourself that might have been lost because of traumas, that you might have given away to past lovers, that you might have given away to past situations. Call them back, ask your guides and your angels, ask your team to help you in this, your higher self, and to do that healing, to integrate those aspects of yourself that you have given away. Time for you to call it back. Stand in your sovereignty, cut those contracts, stand in your power, because you, my dear, are lifting the veil. This is a big awakening card. You are seeing through the veil, through to the truth. And your soul, your higher self, your team is guiding you. And right now, this card is saying anything not aligned must go, because it's similar to a rebirth of coming out of the darkness, out of a cave, into the light. It's like you've been cocooning yourself. That's where setting those boundaries, empath, Miss Claire Sentient, setting those boundaries are so important. Gaining knowledge and wisdom. Continue learning. Continue surrounding yourself with like minds and soul tribe. The birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. We all know that saying. Surround yourself with people who are on the same wavelength as you, because you, my dear, are magic. You are an old soul, and you know it. And because you're an old soul, you have soul memory. You also have epigenetics. You have blood memory. It's time for you to embrace the magic within you, because your visions are correct. And with this card, I also see this card, the third eye, the awakening card, the clairvoyant card. It's time for you to practice learning and using your abilities more. Quit denying them, okay? Embrace them. No fear. You've done the work. You know it's time for you to continue on this path, because you, my dear, are connected to Mother Gaia. You can feel the energy of the earth. You connect so much to nature. And this is a reminder that you need nature to heal. You need nature to ground. This is going to help you with your abilities, with your clarity, with getting in touch with your internal magic, and help you with knowledge, because you're connecting to your ancient memories. Gosh. Josh, what did you get? I'm going to pull a couple tarot.
Give me just a second and I'll go through. I'm looking up something right now.
I'm going to look at the book for this vision card.
So I've got Faith in the Process, Pandora's Gift. That's the one that came flying out of the deck.
That's because she's gifted.
Listening for Truth. This card is making an appearance yet again tonight. What wants you? What you wants you. Some of these cards just pop up again and again and again and again. They just
They're important.
Repeat. Against the Grain. After the Storm. And Legacy of Light. So let me start on things for you, Melissa. First off, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever journey it is, whatever trials and everything you're going through, whatever it is that you're working on, you've got to have faith in the process. There is a process to everything. There's a process to everything that we learn. There's a way that we take in then you got that Legacy of Light last time, so it's important. That Legacy of Light's an important card. If it keeps popping up, it's trying to let you know there's something there that you need to be working towards.
I'm gonna look at the affirmation for that one then.
So faith in the process. It's really about just knowing that there are certain things that we have to go through in order to learn the lessons that we need to learn the things that we need to do, so that we can work with our gifts, and having faith in that process and being willing to work through that process to get there. And as you continue to have faith in the process, and you're working through those things, and you're taking those steps, and you're going through the journey, you've got Pandora's gifts. And earlier I talked about how important Pandora is. That Pandora isn't this negative, bad, horrible woman that like so many people want to put her into. Like, really?
People see her as bad. I guess because she opened the box and let the bad things into the world.
When you talk about Pandora's box, people usually think you're talking about a shitstorm that's about to be unleashed. And so it gives Pandora a negative connotation.
It does. You are correct.
Okay.
I see it as, yeah.
But
in the myth, though, with the negative things that came out, also came the good.
Well, yeah. You can't go through it's that whole thing we talk about, like when you're walking through the darkness, you're doing your shadow work and everything. That's the points and times when you're getting ready to go deeper, you're getting ready to learn new skills, you're getting ready to level up and go deeper into things. So with Pandora's gift, the biggest thing to focus on with Pandora is that she does have these very, very powerful gifts, and they are very rooted in the divine feminine, and they are very strong, powerful spiritual gifts that she comes bearing. The card that came after that is listening for truth. And it's very important that as you're going through the process, as you're working through all these things, that you're listening for the truth. As you're receiving those gifts, use your discernment, listen for the truth. Not just what someone's telling you, what you want to hear. Listen for what they're truly saying and what they're truly speaking. And listen for the truths that people are saying around you, so you realize who they are, as well as who you are. Mm-hmm. What you want wants you. Yet again, this card is all about manifestation.
Yep.
This is about the things that you desire, that they desire to come into being, to be there with you, that the universe is working in conjunction with you to bring these things into being. And this follows the listening for truth card. And so continue to listen for those truths to see the paths that you need to open up, the ways that you need to go in order for these manifestations to come to you. Because you're also someone that continues to go against the grain. You don't go with the flow with things. You go against the grain. You go against the current. You go against the tide. You don't step up and go with the flow of everything. And that's part of what's going to open up the avenues and the pathways for the things that you're seeking to come to you, is because you go against the grain, you go against the flow, you go against the tide, you step out and you stand up, and the universe recognizes that. And so it's opening up pathways because of that to deliver things for you. But when you go against the grain, things get rough, and there is a storm that comes. And so you got to understand there is a storm, but there is a time that comes after the storm. And so you might have just went through the storm, be going through the storm, or the storm may be on the horizon, but know that there comes a point that after the storm is when you pick up the pieces, you rebuild, you reestablish. But the thing to me that's a beauty, like after a really, really nice like storm, everything is so clear, so clean. It's a new start. Tiffany's trying to blind me with lights. She's over there just pulling lights into the camera back and forth. But Yes, it's definitely that's you got that new start after the storm, and that's where that legacy of light's really going to start to be established and stuff. Is after you come through the storm and you get back on your feet, you get that new start, you get that new grounding, and you're stepping forward. And hey, don't wait till December. Today's your birthday. This is the start of a new year for you.
Yes, it is.
And so you've got that new start going on now. So don't necessarily look at the calendar year as a point in time for beginnings and endings. They happen at any point in time in our lives and come in different cycles and flow in different ways. But this legacy of light's really important because it's something that you're going to end up leaving, and it's something that you're going to build and establish, but you have got to make sure that you go through that storm, that you weather through that storm, and that you start to build on that firm foundation afterwards. That after the storm card reminds me of the parable of the man who built his house on the beach versus the man who built his house on a rock. Of someone who the guy who built his house on the beach had this beautiful view, was right down there, walk out his door, walk right out on the sand, walk right up to the ocean, all nice and beautiful. The guy who built his house up on the rocks, up away, he had a little bit of a walk to get down to the beach, still had a nice view and everything, still had a lot of the benefits, just a little more. And it's one of those things that, the guy who built his house on the sand, when the storms came through, he had no foundation for his house. His house collapsed, got washed away, and was gone. The guy who built his house on the rocks, he had that firm foundation, and his house weathered the storm. He didn't have to worry about it going anywhere. And not only did it weather that storm, it could weather many more storms to come. And so once he had that foundation built, he didn't have to worry about those storms that were coming. Exactly. It's laying that groundwork.
There's sound coming from my laundry room, and the doors are closed, and there's nothing in there.
It's a raccoon.
Dude, if it's a raccoon, you're going to hear me screaming. Not funny.
It's going to be so funny if it's a raccoon.
There's so nothing in here.
It's a raccoon.
Dude, it is not a raccoon. A raccoon would tell me hi.
It's a ghost raccoon.
No, it's not. There's my chihuahua. He would go in there and get it. Yeah, right. I just probably would.
She's like, ghost chihuahua? No way, man. They can have the snacks too.
What you were talking about when it comes to having that foundation, having that solid home on a rock that can weather the storms. Queen of Pentacles. This one is all about a self-made person. Strength in family community, a nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth, and a healer, which goes along with the Pandora's gift, and it goes along with the clairvoyant vision card. Because the affirmation for this one is I enjoy my deeply connected life and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. You are a healer. You are building your house or have built a steady foundation that can weather those storms. Trust your vision and your guidance and know that you are okay. You're going to make it through it all because this is divine hand and you're on the right path. You must learn to walk your own path. Don't overextend your energy and avoid enabling others by over-mothering them. Bring your self-worth and guidance in your glorious, powerful love because it's an earthly medicine that ushers in a life well lived in the material world. Connect with nature and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to all of your situations. Shower others with warm blessings from that loving heart, and your nurturing will give stability and support to others and to your own life. And don't forget self-care, self-love. You've got to nurture yourself too, because we cannot pour from an empty cup. And Josh is right. That's part of that new beginning. It's an old cycle ending, and you're stepping into a new cycle. It's time for you to recognize some of those patterns within yourself, because once you recognize a pattern that is negatively influencing you, that is your chance to respond to that pattern differently, to that cycle. And you are a healer. Trust yourself. Listen to your heart space. Listen to your solar plexus, your gut instincts. And you are on the right path. You know what needs to happen and what you need to do. Trust your guidance. And Josh, I was going to ask you, what number is the Legacy of Light? What card number is that?
Legacy of Light?
Yeah.
Let me go to the book and look, because I already folded it back into my deck.
Just the mantra, like the healing, I have a feeling that the healing mantra at the end, that one's going to be really important. Yes, overly motherly. Yep.
It's number 7 on page 45, if you want to grab it, because there's something I want to read.
Okay.
This is from the Pandora.
Good.
There's a couple of things I want to point out on this Pandora's card, because it's come up a couple of times, and so I just really want to point this off. It talks about, it says, Pandora is the leader of your soul revolution. She defies the vicious judgment of history and all that has been said about her. She shrugs off misery, despair, and the weight of the world to recognize that she is the bearer of the true and beautiful light of peace, comfort, hope, and reassurance. With her oracle comes the realization that you too are divinely defiant believer in hope, who shall cast off the works of anyone who seeks to torment you. And then it goes on to say that you're being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine, that there is a talent and an ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. There is a worthy seed of something beautiful and necessary within you. If you choose to develop and express this seed step by step, it will become an extraordinary light in your life and in the world. So poke your tongue out at the naysayers and turn your attention to the bright hope within. You were born to strut your soul stuff.
Look, she's right. She's talked to me about this. She wants to learn Reiki, and I've told her I can teach her and certify her. That is it. Her healer aspect, empowering her for that. It's her time. That's that Pandora's gift. That's part of her divine feminine, and honoring that.
And I'm gonna read this out real quick. This is the little mantra, the little healing process that it says in here. And like, I usually don't read, like I said, I usually don't go to the book on live readings, and I usually don't read these out, but I think this one's kind of significant. This one says, my heart light is unmasked from shame, fear, and doubt. Those that seek to torment me are unequivocally uninvited now. I bow only before divine truth, light, and love. All else is similarly dismissed.
I can take a picture of that. I have her in Messenger, and I can send her that one, because that's an important mantra.
Yeah. Just send her the healing process on. Just send her everything on that Pandora's card.
Okay. I'll send her the Pandora's box one, and then the Legacy of Light, because that's
Pandora's gift. We're not opening the box. We're keeping the box closed. We're kicking it with the gifts.
Kicking it with the gifts. All right, girl. That Legacy of Light, the healing process, the mantra, through unconditional love, I am open to receiving the support, guidance, protection, and assistance that I need to manifest the legacy of light that shines through me now. I release any conscious or unconscious attachment to beliefs or relationship patterns that hold me back from fully shining my light in the world. I ask that my creative journey be aligned with my spiritual path and blessed for the greatest good. So be it. That one. Those two. Yes, I will send you those. I'm writing a note to myself right now so I don't forget, Melissa. It's going to be Pandora's Gift and Legacy of Light. I'll send you those pictures.
Honestly, Melissa, if you work with cards at all, I would highly suggest picking up this deck.
This deck. Josh gifted it to me. And
it is
beautiful.
It's an absolutely amazing deck. I really love it. I love the energies that deck has. And I'm sorry if I'm half off camera. I'm dealing with candles that are going out and trying
Mine
to get
went out
one
too.
set up.
Mine burnt fast. It was bizarre. Yeah, the Sacred Rebels. That's what we are, my love. Hope that this helps you. And happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Very, very happy birthday.
And Katrina, it's a card free. I'll do a free pendulum question, like a yes or no legal, no medical. And we're doing $10 for some runes, partial spread, or $20 for full spread. Now, if that's something that you really need guidance and, it's $10 is too much, I'll pull a free card. I'll do a free card if you really need one. I'm not going to turn somebody down.
That candle holder was really, really hot still.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Is it hurt?
No, it just surprised the hell out of me when I grabbed a hold of it. That's why I came back looking at the camera when I did.
You're like, ah!
I'm like, oh!
You're like, that's what?
I did not expect that to still be as hot as it was.
Do not touch the hot item.
At one point in time, it wouldn't have bothered me when I was working in kitchens and stuff because it was like my hands were desensitized to the heat. But also, as I started to develop the autoimmune issues,
yes,
the Raynaud's started to kick in. So I cannot hit normally where that probably wouldn't have even phased me because of the Raynaud's. My hands are so much more sensitive to heat and cold. I'm just like, whoa, hi, you're warm.
Raynaud's phenomenon in the winter, my fingers turn white and then blue. It's it's an arthritis lupus thing. And then my toes are forever cold.
Oh God, yes.
My toes are always cold, y'all. Do we have anybody else? We've got 9 people watching us. We've been on for an hour and 30, Josh. I'm starting to get kind of tired, actually.
I usually try to go about 2 hours. 2.5 hours, somewhere around there. Let's kind of see how it goes.
2 hours.
Yeah, we can do 2 hours.
I can pull 2. I'm starting to get tired. I just been tired. I'm still in a flare.
We gotta work on your endurance.
Me? Endurance? What is that? I used to have that.
We'll do this like the like Hulk Hogan used to do. You gotta say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
Pop by, get my spinach.
Oh God, that'd be hilarious. Get a
Hi,
little
Lisa.
spinach can. See you before a reading, sitting there with a little can of spinach, eating out of the can of spinach, getting your energy.
My iron, man. I'm anemic. I need it.
You are welcome, Melissa. Have a great night. Go snuggle the kiddos. Enjoy your birthday and be blessed.
And I'll message you, my dear. You'll hear from me. I'll send you pictures of those 2 from the book of those 2 cards. Lisa, you want some cards? We're starting to kind of wind down. Josh is like, no, I'm winding up, man.
I'm just starting. I don't know what you're talking about winding down. I'm just getting started. Gotta get you used to doing these lives again.
We've got 2 that are, we could do ours. I'm cash 4. What's cash 4?
I don't know. They say, could I get a freebie, please? I think they're meaning that they don't have a lot of money.
Been hanging with your Auntie Kimmy.
I don't have an Auntie Kimmy, so it's got to be yours.
I don't. Auntie Kimmy? Who's Auntie Kimmy?
I don't have an Auntie Kimmy.
Me either. Ah, got it. Who's Auntie Kimmy? I am very curious. Ooh,
Suzanne, I am going to be scheduling doing lives every Thursday, and every Saturday I'll be doing live readings and spiritual Q&A. Tiffany may or may not join me depending on what's going on. And then every Tuesday I do a live roundtable spiritual discussion.
I love those.
We don't do any readings at night. It's just a chat. It's just a discussion, and that's all we do on those nights. And I'm going to just set up the times as 9:30 Eastern across the board for all of that. So same times, just Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights.
Kim Falls. Lisa, you talking? I don't know who Gia is. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's okay. No worries, Lisa.
It's all right.
It's all right. I'm curious, though.
Hey, I have straight up had people walk up to me in a store in a completely different part of the country, and I don't have any family relatives there. Someone walk up and start talking to me like they know me, and I'm just like, excuse me?
Yeah, that happens. I know.
Like, because they're like talking to me like, you know, hey, you coming over this weekend to hang out? What's going on? And I'm just like, I have no idea who you are. And they're like, oh my God, I thought you was someone else. And I'm just like, it's really nice to know that there's someone else out there as good looking as I am. But, you know.
I'm interested, Lisa. Someone told her that my mom was Gia and went to high school with.
Sue, did you not see? I posted in my information on my Breaking Reality. That's my Facebook page. I'll post it in again, and you can just message me at this Facebook page.
We can do a couple one cards. I can do a couple one cards for people. We've got Friendly and Lisa. And I don't know if the other is still here. I can do a couple one cards. I'm going to do just my mixed deck and see just what comes up. Lisa, I'm going to do one card.
And Susan, you don't have to wait until I go live again to do runes if you want. You can schedule private readings, and I will do. And in my private readings, I go much more in depth than what I do here because of time constraints. And
They're
so
beautiful.
my private readings are much more in depth. And like on here, I only do 3 rune readings max.
It's 9 runes. How long do they last?
9 runes will probably take an hour to an hour and a half or so to go through properly, but that's a full proper rune reading.
Lisa, give me a number. What's a good number for you? Friendly, what's a good number for you? I'm gonna pull for my mixed deck. Y'all, I drive other card readers nuts because I have a deck that is literally like 5 different decks in one. And
see, that's kind of like what the Alleyman's deck is, but it's designed that way. Like for me,
this is not by accident.
I know, but like for me, like Tiffany's like, what? You don't mix your decks? And I'm like, oh my God, no.
like other readers are the same way. They think I'm crazy. I drive them nuts.
I had a friend come over who's a reader as well, and I had handed her my roomie deck to check out, and like she starts and she asked if she could pull some cards from it. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, pull some cards, no problem. And like you guys see how like I shuffle my cards. Like if you guys watch, I shuffle my cards like this. Like I'm really gentle with my cards when I shuffle them.
Oh, I am a killer of cards.
Like I'm really gentle. Like if you notice, my cards keep nice edges. Like even this deck, which I have used for quite a bit, like you can see the edges of this deck are fairly good quality.
I got a spirit card. These are postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. I didn't even know I had these in this stack. So I'm going to read this one to you. It says, "Dearest you, we're gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up from inside you from a primal place? The form of what you're growing has yet to take shape, and it's exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life with spirit. You've made it to a new level of awakening, my dear, and contributing, and spirit is excited to see where this will take you next, and they're so proud of you." I love those cards. I do those more for like one card pulls. You got a rune? Which rune did you get?
This is Manaz, Mannaz, and it represents humanity. It symbolizes individuality, friendship, society, cooperation, and help. So, take it as you may. I was pulling the runes more to show off runes. So if no one's actually had rune readings before,
I love runes.
My runes are red jasper agate. Pull a few more out here.
I got two cards for Brenly after you're done showing that, and I heard a noise again. Hold up. I just heard it. I swear there's something in my laundry room.
It's a ghost raccoon.
Bobby, what is it? You got nothing, dear? Ooh, I got goosebumps. Okay, I think I got spirit stuff going on. Yeah.
Told you.
I got something going on. I got goosebumps like chilled all over.
Told you it's a ghost raccoon.
It's a ghost raccoon. Whatever it is, it can't come through my circle because I've got a circle. There goes Rosie. Rosie's checking it out now.
So when you got up to go away, this rune fell out of the bag though.
Which one is that?
It's Tiwas. It's Tears rune. It stands for justice. Tiwas. Symbolizes masculinity, justice, leadership, logic, and battle.
I have a spirit trying to push it on me. Hold up.
It's also a big protection room.
Yes. Let me see it again.
Nope, I just dropped it back in the bag.
Oh, okay. What's the protection one? A goose? Hey, Brinzy.
Algiz.
Is it which one?
Hold on, let me pull it. Let me find it.
It's the one that's got two ziggy daggies.
Yeah, I know. I just got to find it.
I think it's it. I'm going to draw it. I have it in my head. I think I remember it. A goose or AGUS or AGUZ or
ALGIZ. Algiz.
Algiz. I knew it or something like that.
Okay, let's see. Am I just not seeing my...
Algiz. Brinley just typed it. Brinley works with runes as well. She's very...
here we go.
I mean, same. Oh, I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to draw it.
Can you see it better now? It's basically like a Y with a line straight down through the center.
I got it. There we go.
Trying to see if I
or like a V. Is it like a V, right? Yeah.
There you go.
I got it. Brinley, my dear, Yeah, there's a spirit trying to come through on me. I'm gonna pay attention to it here in a minute. Burnley, dear, you got a starseed card. Double mission. This is part of the Lightworker Starseed cards. Save the world by being you. Serve the world by being you. You don't have to do anything, Brinley. You don't have to worry so much and stress so much with anxiety about right and wrong and things. Because you, my dear, are sharing the light and doing your work just by being who you are. And you got a second card. This one is hilarious. These are from the Affirmators deck. Okay, the Affirmators deck cracked me up. I love these cards. It says, get centered, Brinley. When it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and I return to my center. That's your groundedness. Go to your heart space. In my center, I have the wisdom and the tranquility of and it has a blank, enter your favorite animal. So I have the wisdom and tranquility of whatever your favorite animal is, holding a magical item, whatever you want, floating through space on a whatever piece of furniture you would choose. And I can send you a picture of this one because it's a hilarious mantra, but it's a great mantra as well. So for me, I love hummingbirds. So I have the wisdom and tranquility of a hummingbird holding a crystal wand, ash wand, floating through space on a lazy boy chair. Yeah, these cards are great and hilarious.
That almost sounds like we need to break those decks out and do almost like a game night like you would with Cards Against Humanity.
Oh yeah, I got the Rebel deck too. The Rebel deck and the Affirmators are hilarious. And there's several different Affirmator ones.
I've seen them. I've got like them all on my list. I just haven't started picking them up yet.
They are, I used to do them on Sundays for like Self-Care Sunday. Mm-hmm. And I would do all like affirmation card spreads. And the Affirmator ones always have something smart ass and hilarious. But they're good. I mean, it's like on point. It does it in such a way that it's just funny. And it makes light of the healing parts, the healing aspects.
Well, I mean, the humor is really needed in a lot of the aspects, and it's not there. Like, I know so many of the different elders and stuff that I've worked with through the years have, and Tiffany's off chasing spirits again.
No, I'm grabbing something.
Huh?
I'm grabbing something.
Oh, I thought she was chasing spirits again.
No, but he's still there. It's a guy. I smell cigar smoke. It's like this overwhelming. There's no tobacco burning in my house, but I got hit with what smells like an old cigar, and I smell leather and cologne, like an older cologne. It's musky. I can't put my finger on it. I'm gonna do for Katrina. She asked for a card. Katrina, I'm gonna pull from the Rebel deck, okay? No telling what's gonna come out, girlfriend. It's not my fault.
I just lit more candles and I looked at them and like I literally have a red, a blue, a purple, an orange, and a yellow, and I'm like, it looks like a birthday cake.
Katrina, do you smell some kind of cologne, like a masculine, musky? It almost is like it almost has like not an Old Spice, but it's like Josh, what are some popular colognes like that men wore like in the 80s?
Like Javon Musk. Well, that was more 90s. I think Javon Musk and Dracor and those were real popular.
Dracor.
I don't know. Dracor? That's like a 90s. It's when it was really popular.
It's mixed with what smells like a really expensive cigar. When I went in the laundry room, he touched my arm And I've been smelling it ever since.
You're making me want to go get a cigar. There's this beautiful little smoke shop not too far away from me. It's got this nice humidor. Beautiful selection of cigars in there.
I wonder if it's something coming through for Katrina, because she smells it too. Katrina, that means that you have what's called clairaugustus. It's a clairability. It's where we smell spirit. It's that kind of an empath, clairsentient extension, and it connects to our sense of smell. I do talk to them, absolutely, but right now I've got a lot of protections up because, gosh dang it, because if I open up my protections, I get bombarded. Okay, Katrina, you have got a rebel card, girl, and it says you are talented and fucking amazing. Talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. And that's what the card says.
I love this deck.
Use your voice, sister. Just not for dumb shit.
I have got to get that deck.
It is so hilarious. It cracks me up.
It's been on my list of decks to get for like probably about a year and a half. It's just every time I go to get it, there's another deck. I'm like, oh, well, I really want to get this one instead.
I'm gonna say the cards. I'm not that impressed with the stock that they used. Okay,
really
they
flimsy
are
stock.
The shiny, and look, they're really, really, really bendable. So you've got to see they're floppy, but yeah, they're the floppy kind. They're not the good card stock, the thicker kind. But it's okay.
Like this is from my traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is like one of the throwaway cards in there. Yeah. I wish they'd done like minimum this stock. This is thin.
This is too thin.
Yeah.
And these are slippery. So look, like when you're shuffling these, the shine on them, and they're so thin that they bend and they're real slippery. Like the first time I ever shuffled them, they were all over my living room.
That's how this deck is. Like these are bendy. These got that shine. They're bendy, but they're also quality at the same time.
I don't know right now, Katrina. Katrina, can I message you?
You want a reading, Shay?
Katrina, can I give you a message? And I want to talk about it. And we're going to see, because I have a feeling if you're smelling the same thing. Okay.
Oops, that's not the information for the readings.
Huh?
I thought I was posting up the information for the readings.
It's okay. You posted information.
Huh?
You posted our contacts, so they can always contact us through our business pages. And if you, Josh, I'm serious. Whoa! I just dropped my pen. It like flew at me.
It was specifically my business page that got shared because it was what I copied and pasted last.
Good.
Because someone was asking about booking the rune reading.
That was the rune reading with Josh is phenomenal. And if you're interested with me, we can do full cards. I do some mediumship as well. Mediumship I always do in private though, because it's just a very private thing when you're connecting with a spirit. You have a good night, Lisa. Hope you make lots of dough.
Enjoy making the dough.
Dude.
Like for rune readings, I will only do 3 rune pulls on streams. Private, I'll do full rune spreads, which are 9 rune spread. It's just when you start working with 9 runes, you read the runes in different ways.
He actually moved my laundry basket. That's what I just heard.
Maybe he was trying to do laundry for you.
I do need some help. Hey, man, we do laundry.
It's funny. I saw a joke. It was like a little meme type thing. It says, "We done a seance. We used the Ouija board, summoned the ghost that was living in the house to talk to it. Asked it if it was going to continue to live here, and it said yes. And then so we told it its part of the rent was $350 a month."
I don't think it works like that. I don't do Ouija boards, man. I don't. I did one as a kid, and
I don't mess with Ouija boards. It's one of the few items along those lines that I won't mess with.
I don't think
a full rune reading, Katrina. Is that what you're asking? What, a full rune reading, or just like our full card readings? Full card reading is just a bigger spread. We do a more intensive spread. It's more cards, so it goes more in depth. But full rune readings versus a partial rune reading, like partial rune readings are 3 runes. I read them like you would like a 3-card tarot spread. But full rune readings gets into reading the way the runes fall, the order they fall in, everything. When you're casting 9 runes, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and the way the runes interact with each other depending on how they fall and what positions they fall in and stuff.
I'm pulling one for Alice there, and then I think that's it. Runes are phenomenal, girlfriend. There we go. Alice there, I've got an affirmator card for you. Okay, these are funny. They're meant for humor. Let's see what this one says. Worthiness. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and I accept it. And damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell them where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else. Then I'll run away very quickly. It's about happiness and your worthiness, because you deserve to be worthy. You deserve to feel worthy, and you deserve to be happy. Follow your happiness, have your own happiness party. And if someone is a downer, if someone is bringing you down, then it's time for you to separate yourself from that. Separate yourself from toxicity, separate yourself from negativity, and celebrate joy and happiness, because that is what's going to help you. Find your happiness, follow your bliss.
She's wanting to know if the spirit is flashing lights.
Let me turn off the light in here and I can see. I'm also clairvoyant, so let me look. Earlier, I saw white mist, like a glowy white mist out the corner of my eye, my peripheral. So I just turned off the light.
And earlier, Tiffany was trying to blind me with lights, so.
That's that weekend song, or that blinded by the light.
No, literally, when you grab that light and like pulled it over right into the camera. Yeah, because you pulled it right into the camera, and I'm like, I've got our view is on a 27-inch monitor right in front of me, very large.
Yes. In the corner by my door to my laundry room, there is a man sitting there about 5'10". A mist. I'm not seeing features right now. Glowing like a fog, in and out. Almost has a grainy appearance to it, like white snow on a TV. I'm smelling cigar. Oh shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're not set up to do mediumship.
I'm not right now. I'm not protected enough. I got to keep. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Really need to not be messing with this right now.
Yeah.
It's a matter of when we aren't set up to work in certain ways. when we don't have certain tools and stuff that we use for our own safeties and protections when we're working with different energies and stuff and inviting different things in. Please honor and respect that when we say these things that we're not prepared for this. It's not that we're not willing to do this work. It's that we literally are not prepared and set up for doing it. It's like you wouldn't walk down the street and ask a surgeon to do a surgery walking down the street, or walk into a restaurant and ask him to do surgery. He's not prepared for it. He doesn't have his proper tools.
I told him to stop. He stepped outside my boundary. Thank you, Katrina. I'm going to message you, though, because there's definitely a connection there. And Josh is right. Like right now, I'm not in like the space because I also am a channel. And as a channel, I have to make sure that spirit stays on the outside of me and communicates that way versus trying to push into me and speak through me. I don't allow them to do that. It's very uncomfortable, and it's not, I only channel higher self. I don't channel anything else. But this guy's being respectful. He stepped back. He's wearing boots, by the way. I saw boots. All right. I think that's it. That's pretty solid, though.
Yeah, we've had a good night tonight. It's been a good night. And I will definitely be back on Saturday at 9:30, depending on what Tiffany's got going on. She should be here. Okay.
I might have some kids here with me. Lily wants to come stay the night, but I can get them to be quiet and chill, and she'll be fine.
That's cool.
Every once in a while, you might see, like me, like go away.
Stop touching that. Don't set that on fire.
They'll like stand there like in the corner, and I'm like, like, go away, creepers.
What's really creepy is like when they just stand there and they just stare and they watch and they don't move, and it's just like
you feel yourself being watched, and you're like, what?
Like my mom, like growing up, my mom collected those like old school vintage porcelain dolls.
Oh, hell no. Those scare me.
Oh, hell yeah. And I'm talking like the Raggedy Ann and Annie, like the Shirley Temple ones.
Oh, no.
Stuff that's got a lot of collector's value to it. Like, they're really nice. Like, but
creepy.
But they're the porcelain dolls that just have that blank look, and they're just staring at you all the time. And like, one of the guest bedrooms, she literally has like 7 or 8 of those dolls are in that guest bedroom.
And I would have put them all, turn them around or put them away.
Oh, there would be like a blanket or something over top of her. Yeah. Hi, Brittany.
My mirrors.
Brittany says, hi, never caught you live.
Hi, Britt. Nice to see you. Katrina, 11 light 2 as well, sweetheart. Oh, someone says my sweet Tiff. It's a Facebook user. Who are you?
Hi, Tanner.
We're about to end it, y'all. So if y'all have last chance. Oh, Tanner. Hi, baby.
Yeah, he just came wandering in. I have no idea where he was at, but he just came wandering in.
It's Robin. I love you, Robin. I've known Robin since I was little. Oh. She used to cruise with me in my Jeep Wrangler, and we were cool like that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I had my boom booms. I had my system in there. We go to the beach. Brittany, we can still do cards. $10 for partial, $20 for full. I can do pendulum questions for free or a 1-card pull.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go. I can keep reading.
I'm tired. I know. Robin got a Jeep. I've seen pictures of this. I'm I'm going to have to go steal my parents' Jeep and go cruise it around to get my feels. My parents have a Rubicon.
Look at this lazy dog.
He's beautiful. All right. I think that's it, Josh.
I was going to see if Brittany ended up wanting to get a reading. Did you want to get a reading, Brittany?
No. I don't know if she's still here. We got one person watching. I think it's Robin.
Oh, I'm going to put Tanner down.
Robin, you want a card, baby?
You are wrapping up in all of everything, bub.
I can pull a card for you, Robin. I love you. Hey, Robin, Brianna was on here earlier if you're still here. You said yes for a card. Okay. I'm going to pull one card for Robin.
Go for it.
Robin, I'm going to pull from my fun little witchy deck. It's called Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle.
And by the way, you need to go through your wish list and take off what you have, because you have a lot of decks on there that I have seen you pull out that you have on that list.
I will go. You just gotta remind me. You know I forget. I'm as scattered as they come half the time. Wow.
And one thing is, and I should have mentioned this earlier, and you and me need to talk after the show, so don't just bump. I need to talk with you.
Okay.
We got stuff we got to organize and plan and get promotions going, because on October 31st, we are going to be doing live readings all day long. Some combination of readers will be on all day.
Oh, yeah. I've got several people that I already have in mind. Okay. You got Clover, which is to release guilt. Any guilt that you're carrying in your heart, on your shoulders, anything that you feel responsible for that is not yours, it's time for you to release that guilt. It's time for you to surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with your balcony people. Surround yourself with the people that are going to lift you up instead of bring you down, because you got Lighthouse. Your mantra right now should be to not doubt yourself. Do not doubt your worth. This is a card of self-worth, and you need to remind yourself that you, my dear, are always, forever enough. Always. You've got that strength. It's time for you to stand in that power, okay? And I love you, Miss Lighthouse, who needs to shine her light. Release those burdens. Let them go. And surround yourself with love. I love you. All right, Josh. Ready to peace out?
Yep. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be 8:30 Central, 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Pacific. If you're in another part of the world, figure out the time. I'm global clock.
Google.
Yeah, Google it. But we'll be here. We will be back live. We will be doing readings at night. And so see you guys Saturday. And if any of you want to book readings with Tiffany or myself in between there are ways to contact us. You can find Tiffany at the Modern Mystic Circle.
Yeah. Or Modern Mystic, my business page.
Both of them, either or.
It's a thing.
And you can find me at Breaking Reality, the show. Both of those on Facebook. And we will see you guys later. Have a good evening and take care.
Good night, everybody.
Be blessed.
Blessed be.